All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know. There's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second down, here's Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Garoppolo. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On play action, now Garoppolo. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I talk with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Detroit!
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. They find some open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A give. This is Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He may try, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
12, 12. 11, 11. 11, 11.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
13. 21, 21. 11, 11. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. The pitch to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a big back Fournette. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Chubb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Does this to his running back, Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And it coughed it up. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached half. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Agba able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through it, he's got space. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
65.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 13. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devin Funchess, 38 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down, Mayfield. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
Watching now, Barney.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Detroit!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Mayfield now on second down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tyler Davison forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Dorsett on the return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They run with Edmonds, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Saints on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
20, 65, 65.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. To the right side, and complete to Njoku. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and sneak it here. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to fourth. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here's Edmonds. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Yeah, on 4th and inches, you've got to be quick with your decision-making when you're running the football. You've got to find the hole and go. And he does a nice job here picking up the first down with a few yards to spare.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to run now. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On the carry, it's Edmonds. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A handoff to Fournette, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Lutz puts this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That's fielded in the end zone. And some room to maneuver. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Gone! Gone!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, now, look at 56.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And again, it's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught out for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.